Nothing in this life can compare to the music. Mradi ile kufanya vitu futuristic. Niaje nyinyi mnashindwa niko wera bila reason, nyinyi mnadhani mimi naroga ndio nipate recognition. Wakinisaka niko wera incognito. Chini ya rada sipatikani Snapchat ama TikTok. Vitu gani kubwa makutano kila vitu. Sisi hadi picha na nipisha bila kitu. Uwasilongi kama Kongo siyo beneficial. Sheri ni mazi design yetu semorijo. Mimi kama sichoko na shindwa niko wapi. Wananitegea Insta ni kule wanjapi. Vitu wamestafi ya dizia hadi marashi. Sina maintain social distance na barazi. Wasoro wako kusi analyzing. Wanashindwa mina daka sifa maganji. Isipojipa leo tunajaribu siku next. Na kasi important isikome tuma test.
Chanya wanipate mina changa mkia michongo. Kipita changu siachi kufurahi. Ona sasa boga na nifukulia minako. Lakini kakotongani kishujaa. Ozaka na eyes on the prize. Lazima zinaisi kifikia maneno. Self-discipline. Nazidipusha, I'm never giving in. Season ya mbishi kama liha abi season in. Napambana daily reason being. Stakiwa yuko kicheshi. Kama unanisha juzi. Nadia hapa kabla toke mtani. Wanga mwana nyekushe. Napambana hapa tusupa tenchi. Kila mtaa. Napanga sega flani kama wezi kukinai. Gerada wote hii.
Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever the time is on your end, whatever the world you are into and listening and tuning to the Blackwood Fire Network radio station. Karibuni sana to everyone listening to us live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and everyone live with me on the radio. Kindly, kids, switch the radio over to me if you don't mind.
Yeah, Joe, I'm driving. I can give it.
I said if you don't mind. I said if you don't mind.
I'm driving. I can't. I'm driving right now.
Okay.
When I stop, I'll let you know. And I'll switch it down. Switch it up.
All right. But anyway, Karibuni sana once again, family. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far, a wonderful Monday. Has been a boring one right here in the 254. We had no lights the whole day. Shout out to Kenya Power. Of course, I started my show and the lights just disappeared on me, and I was so much on heat for the show that I prepared earlier. But anyway, we get to do it again. Karibuni sana. Shout out to Unsunken On with us.
You can do part of it now. What was it about?
Pardon?
You can do part of it. What was it about?
Yeah, I'm going to take you through. Relax, Keith. Relax. 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 We're just getting started. We're here for 2 whole hours. 2 whole hours, imagine. 2 whole hours. Right here. But shout out to Masha on TikTok. Thank you so much for tapping the screen on TikTok. Shout out to Fania. Shout out to Jagadi. Shout out to Maira. Shout out to everyone with me live on TikTok. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday, rather your day has been great. Shout out to our weather. It shall be, I've seen the morning reporting that we shall no longer be experiencing heavy rains. That is actually very good news because we've lost so many people. We haven't still so many bodies being retrieved from the rivers that had literally busted wide open and broke their banks and all that. Is super crazy. But shout out to Unsunken One. He said, "What's up, fam? I am late or early. You are early. We're just getting started." And you're saying that stop hiding that. Man, shout out to my forehead, man. Shout out to Tyra, I once felt insecure about my forehead, but I'm very proud, Shout out to the white people always also pushing. I don't know if it's white people or us just accepting sulfate and, projecting it towards ourselves, But I'm very, very proud of me and everything. But shout out to Mr. Blackwood Fire. Karibu sana kid.
How you doing, Jobin?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Calm down.
How was your day? How is your day coming along?
A little busy. It's okay. Can't complain. Yeah. I said I can't complain. I'm in Houston, a lot of flooding. Yeah, it's flooding right there too. Yeah. A lot of flooding over in Houston, family, but it might be a blessing. I didn't have to listen to Irritan show today. They're talking some crazy crack about being depressed. How you feel about being depressed? Oh,
No, I told her to look for more stronger topics to come up with. We can't keep on listening. I'm also getting bored listening to one show all over. I'm gonna give
God damn.
Kitty could make me sit here and listen to the show. So you're gonna have to come with something stronger that people can pay attention to.
Yeah, she want to do
About
goofy
mental.
shows and goofy
Everyone knows
shows and do. She want to do goofy shows and play gospel music. This ain't the gospel. How are you crazy? What's wrong?
but it's not Iwaton's time. Karibu sana to Sam. Shout out to you. He says Drake has been chewed up, spot out, and swallowed by Kendrick.
Yeah, it has been. But we're gonna go into that. It has been, but in a way, I want you to look at both sides. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing because we need time to take back the culture that we created. Black people gotta start gatekeeping. Can't let white people and all other guys come in and eat up our culture and make money off our backs. Let it be mulattoes or whatever, nobody. We gotta take back the culture which we created. We gotta be the driving force of where we want it to go. That's all the we don't want our kids even listening to it because they took it over. You couldn't even have a Drake in hip hop 30 years ago. They get laughed out the room. All these fraudulent ass people. And Nicki Minaj, they were told to get your goopy ass out of here. Cardi B, get your ass out of here. What? Get on out of here. You wouldn't sell a damn record.
Have you just off the topic a little bit? Have you guys seen Rihanna lately? Like, she's white right now. She no longer even looks.
Oh man, skin bleaching like a mug. Yeah, another. But she ain't really hip hop culture. That's like pop music. Yeah, she bleached like hell.
Damn.
There's some lady thanking her ass. Thank you for making beauty products for black women, for dark skinned women. And she looked like a damn ghost. Like what? Kind of goofy interview is this? You must ask, hey lady, how much you been skin bleaching? Shit. Hey.
It is crazy. It is crazy. We were discussing that.
Real. Hate is real.
You're breaking. I think my internet or your internet.
It's real, Joby.
You're in a bad area. I'm not sure.
Listen, I'm probably in a bad area. I'm probably in a bad area.
Yeah, but we're discussing that earlier with Pap.
Self-hate is real.
Have you seen Rihanna? Like, nah, she no longer looks even black. I was like, maybe I'm the one who saw it, and then till I heard Pavin mention it, and I'm like, hell yeah, you noticed it too. She no longer looks even anything close to black, but is it really self-hate? But because I think during the weekend we're talking about also what the industry really does to you. It's just so crazy how you come in and how you get out. It's just totally two different people, and it starts with even not only your mental health but even your physicality. You have to change from a healthy looking good person to just, I don't know, because I've been seeing just example of so many artists, and I'm gonna give one good example who I've been seeing all the time trending, and it just doesn't add up. Doja Cat. I don't know how many of you really do know Doja Cat, but she's one person I've seen come in the industry and getting just all, I don't know, should I say broken, used, or what's the term to use? But it's just crazy what the industry really does to you. It's just super, super crazy, super dark. I wouldn't want to be in such a position just because of fame, because of money. It is so crazy. That is some really, really nasty shit. But I don't know where Kid disappeared to, but I see, shout out to Ansankeron, shout out to Sam Aden, who also says you can expect a drop off in Drake's career numbers in the near future. Yeah, we shall be talking about that. We shall be getting deeper into that. Kid shall be the one giving us much more of this tea. And I've been following also the beef. It's been super, super crazy during the weekend. Personally, not picking sides, just, if I try to look at I give Kendrick the credit, I give it the buzz for me is just you being chilled and spitting it out. It's just super amazing. Unlike Drake, I feel like if I am to choose, I'll choose Drake. I feel Kendrick. I mean Kendrick. I feel like Kendrick really killed it more than Drake. That is us for me. But we shall be discussing much more into that. I want to go back to what I was to discuss earlier. I don't want to postpone it. We had a pending discussion on my show before the lights went off, and I want us to just get into it a little bit before Keith hops in back as we get to continue on what is happening between this battle and the culture. And I didn't know actually Drake was a half Jew. I know he was a Canadian, but I didn't know he was a half Jew until this weekend. I didn't actually know any of that. But yep, I'll be learning much more of what we don't know in the industry. But yeah, before we get into that,
But then you know I was gone. What happened? You didn't know what?
I'm saying I didn't know Drake was a Jew until this
Yeah,
weekend. Yeah.
yeah,
I knew he was a Canadian, but I didn't know he was a half fake Jew. Let's,
yeah,
half fake.
yep, yep.
Yeah,
That's why he's there. They talk
yeah.
shit. They
Mhm.
talk shit about black people. Always has been. But by the time they finally expose his ass, he's an industry plant. Non-rapping ass.
It's crazy, but we shall be getting into that in a few coming minutes. But for now, I want us to discuss a little bit of what is happening in the African continent, and that is coming from DRC Congo. That was on Friday, the 3rd of May. We had a camp of where we had people have been running away from violence, of course, which is caused and funded by the US, which is blaming Rwanda for funding this. We also have the France, which we saw on Friday, blaming Rwanda. We also had the UN blaming Rwanda. Literally all the same people
Of course,
funding this
of course,
organization.
because people know it's a genocide that they. How's Rwanda funding anything in its impoverished country? Funding it where? With money.
Yeah. Well, all African countries we are actually projected the same, poor. So where do we
Exactly.
get the money
Exactly.
to
Where's
do
Kagame
all?
getting the money to raise war? Exactly. To raise war on Congo, still resources, please.
Mhm.
Now the
To
U, it's just that now the U.S. and Europe and you, they all been outed. That hey, not us, Kagame. What are you doing, you dirty nigga?
it is so crazy. But I want us to check into it a little bit because on Friday we had so many people who lost their lives, and the video that have been going viral actually they are really devastating. I don't want to share them right here. We have kids who actually were saved from their moms whose body were lying there lifeless and out of the
Wow.
bombs that were actually caused by M23 rebels. So during this weekend, we've had the US blaming Rwanda and the rebels for deadly camp strike. And of course, like we questioned, where did they get the money? And France also did the same. That was on Friday,
Yeah,
backed along by
yeah,
the
Joe.
UN.
Yeah, Joe. But the M23 rebels don't have a job. So where's the money come from to buy the arms and feed them and all this other shit? Where's that money coming from?
I mean, magic. It is magic. That is what. Let us
Exactly.
believe. No,
Exactly.
Jesus also did it. Like Africans believe so much in Jesus, so it is possible that Jesus did it. But this is a video I
Okay.
bumped into during. This is a video I bumped into earlier today, and it is coming from Felix Kedi on an interview. Well, actually, this bombing was happening. Felix Kedi was in Europe for a tour. Always outside. Shout out to the president as well.
How do you
Always.
understand?
He was not in the country, so he was interviewed, or they did get a chance to interview him, and the questions posed right here is how has the West been helping him, and is mentioned of them not actually helping Congo, and where is opting out to seek help from Russia. But the question is, which
Exactly.
I had earlier today, and which we've been observing, and personally I've been cautious about it since the beginning. What is Russia's interest in Africa? That is one thing that we need to be very keen about. We've
The
seen
bodies, Joe.
them.
The bodies. So they know Africans are goopy and they love everybody. So if I'm helping you, you'll want to come fight the wars I need you to fight. I told you had Angolans, Ghanaians, some other Africans join the Russian military to go fight, die for them. I knew that was going to happen. I need bodies, Toby, to defend Russia. I need train and defend Mama Russia. That's what I need.
that is again where we go back to. It is always for their own benefit at the end of the day, but we're not gonna use the fact that they are helping, because we've seen so far positive impacts in Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. But this is Congo we're talking about.
You help me, you help me, I help you. So the West, you know, the saying that the West would help you out. You've had the UN there was for 20 years. What help did they do? None. Because they're the ones stealing. They're the ones helping to steal. So if I gotta use Russia to get the other people on my back, cool. Okay. Hell, you want to help the Russians go fight wars? Good. Hell, you know, as long as you get the Rwandas out of here, because now they know people talking Pan-African now, and Rwanda's being exposed that they're not a Pan-African. That Kagame not Pan-African. It's all fake smoke and mirrors. They're puppets. So that is being called out. So if I need help, if Russia wants to help me come kill these bastards, I'm gonna take it. Hey, come help me. I'm not strong enough. I haven't developed no real military. I don't have the money to build no real military, but I got the resources that's making everybody rich. So I need to get those resources back in my hands. So sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. If I gotta, deal with Russia, that's what I gotta do. Get my country back.
It's crazy. But let me share this 6-minute video right here of Felix Kedi. It's translated. It's not really coming straight from them, so it's a translation.
And that China or Russia, which are not democratic regimes, manage to progress in Africa.
There's about this fake democratic shit.
It's not because they
There's no
don't come with
democratic
this
regimes in Africa either.
They don't come with this arrogance, this way of giving lessons, which is frustrating.
You mean that the Chinese or the Russians are behaving better than us Westerners, according to you?
Of course. We don't really understand African reality.
We know Chinese people are not our friends. That is number one.
Exactly.
We've seen even from the way they treat us. And
He said they're not as arrogant as the West. Yes, they are. They build shit in your country, saying you can't even come in this shit. What are you talking about? How much more arrogant is that? Oh, you can't come in your shit, nigga.
And again, we need to also understand that Russia, China are also part of BRICS. That is also something else we need to be conscious about.
It's a shame because I've always said
You
that
condemned the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, but you still claim the freedom to deal with Russia, right?
of course. Today in France, we condemned Israel for some of its actions in Gaza. But did that prevent France from maintaining its relations with Israel? Why is it that when it happens to Africans, we want to judge them?
Because you're weak.
We don't have to judge ourselves. We have the right to have the friends we want, and we are friends with everyone who wants to be our friends.
Really? See, that's the problem.
Soon.
That is the biggest problem.
There will be a forum again where Africans will be invited with the Russians. Will you go?
Yes, I will go. In June, I think.
Why maintain this link? Why do you maintain it, even if so many Westerners?
Because they also maintain it. The Russians want friendship with Africa and the RDC. Why are we going to refuse them? There is no reason.
Aren't you afraid of Wagner's progress in Africa?
In any case, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Wagner is not there. Why would I be afraid for other countries? In any case, I haven't seen any massacres or looting from Wagner in my country, so I'm not afraid. Rwanda is more of a threat to the RDC than Wagner.
Who will collect the most money in Africa? Between China, Russia, the Islamists.
That's a good
about
question.
money. Everybody knows about money. They know Africa. It's who collect the most money. We don't expect you niggas to get the money. It will be the fake white Arab, the white man, or Islam. But the money needs to be with us.
They're calling them the Islamists.
The Islamists, the Chinese, or the Russians. Their money should belong to us. But those don't go to none of you niggas.
Islamists, first of all, are not desired. China and Russia are partners, and they come through the front door, so I think they will collect the most money. For me, the most important thing is to readjust the point of view, the way we approach cooperation, partnerships. No longer to consider ourselves as subhumans, but to look at ourselves as real partners.
See, not consider ourselves as children subhuman. Talk to us crazy because they know that's the white people think black people fucking stupid, moronic, subhuman, and dumb, and to be rude. Exactly. That's what they brought to Africa. And I know I come to help. Not what's in your goofy books. They didn't come to help you. Georgia.
With whom we can have a positive, constructive relationship and not always dominate each other. If that is reconsidered, I think it can change things.
How do you understand that China or Russia, which are not democratic regimes, manage to progress in Africa?
They talking about this democratic shit. See, that's the fake shit that there's no democracy in Africa. Let's use that fake democracy. And why must I use your Western way of government? I want to use my own. I'm going to go back to Africa. Fuck your ways of government. Your communism, your socialism, and your capitalism. Your fake democracy. I don't want to use none of it. I'm going to go back completely to Africa. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, don't tell me about your fake democracy and African people are impoverished. Where's the democracy down African people's pockets? Why are we poor? I mean, the richest continent on the planet. And why are you white people rich? Off our backs. Don't tell me about this democracy shit. Go ahead, Joe.
It's not because they don't come with this approach. They don't come with this arrogance, this way of giving lessons, which is frustrating.
You mean that the Chinese or the Russians are behaving better than us Westerners, according to you?
Of course. We don't really understand African realities. It's a shame because I've always said that Europe, for example, is Africa's best partner.
No, we can always say
because of its history.
They never been any partner with Africa. That's how you know this nigga is a no good bootlicking coon. What part? What are you talking about? What partnership?
And people are calling him out. That is after that bomb. The camps was striked. That was on Friday. They're like, why are you? You're literally taking these Europe trips in the name of bettering DRC Congo, but we're still suffering. You've taken another term into president.
Crazy.
Nothing has changed, you know. So
Europe has never been no partner with no Africa ever. How crazy this cat shit. So like he need to be an Irritant show with psychotic behavior.
Well, we're gonna see if he's gonna for real partner with Russia. That is personally my direction and reason of sharing this. It came as a positive news. If you're gonna see him actually partnering with Russia, and we've seen Russia, the impact they have made once again in the 3 West African countries that have taken true democracy. Shout out to you, Nebuchadnezzar. Been a long time. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing great. And welcome to today's conversation. Yeah, so we hope and we're gonna see what's the direction of DRC Congo, if the people are going to be saved or it's going to be the same situation of begging, taking loans and funds. And speaking of loans and funds, UK has actually loaned Kenya 140 million. That is for the floods and all that. That is after the UN announced that they shall be helping us last Friday. So shout out to Kenya after them saying again during Labor Day that we should not take loans. They have been funded another loan. So it is crazy, you know. Mambo, is this drink water as you sip wine as you drink water, or is it drink water as you sip wine? Whatever you say it in biblical way. Shout out to you, Nebuchadnezzar, once again. Wagwan. Shout out to El Mumo. Hi to you too. And let me go back to the comments a little bit as we get to move on to more conversation. Sam Adams says you can expect a drop off in Drake's career number in the near future. And Sunken One says, yeah, Keith is driving through that Popeye's chicken drive-through. I don't know if he got some. He said he's hungry. I don't know. But I also see
I'm hungry. I had Popeye's chicken in a minute. Try to stay away from the damn bad stuff right now. Shit, trying.
Eating all healthy and shit, you know. Shout out to
Yeah,
you.
and Joe was eating chickens. That made me hungry.
Yeah, but yeah, I also see some Aden says that good thing is that hip hop is back on top. Bad thing is that people are having to question everything Drake has said and done. Okay. And then second one says she's doing the Sammy Sasa. I don't know what's that. What
Sammy
does
Sosa, go look if you want to know what he's talking about, Joe. Sammy Sosa, go look for the image so you see Sammy Sosa before and after he bleached. Go to Google. Said Sammy Sosa, Sammy Sosa, Sousa, before and after he skinned. That's why he's saying she. Well, there you go. That's why he said she's doing the Sammy Sosa.
Oh, I think you've shown me this before, but I just didn't capture it.
That's
Oh yeah,
right.
this. Oh no.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he just done turned himself to ugly, you know. Shout out to him. So you said white is really impressive. Shout out to I said, yo, I don't know, I can't share that video, but I saw a woman who was beating a Mzungu up and people are laughing at the Mzungu thinking people are gonna help him because he got coochie and didn't pay for the coochie. So the woman was like, you know, you need to pay up, and Kenyans were laughing and recording and recording.
You should pay. Why you ain't got it? You got it? Let's show it to. Why you ain't showing it?
It was on Instagram. Let me see
You got
if I
it?
can find it. Yeah, it is on Instagram. Let me see if I can find it.
So what? So what?
Share
It matters on Instagram.
The people are telling him, pay, laughing at him. People are laughing at him thinking he's going to pay up. That is the baddest part. And also another narrative they have created in their head, you know, of Africans are going to be our heroes in case we do dumb shit. They're going to still either way, you know, stand up with us. But I'm glad that people are just there laughing at him. Let me see if I don't know where it was and which sites. Can I remember? Bathroom. I'm not sure if I can remember. Let me see. If I don't find it, I'll share it maybe towards the end of the show. I can't remember clearly.
All right, no problem.
Let me see. This was a funny one. Yeah, I can't find it, but I'll find it maybe towards the end of the show and I'll share it. But
Rihanna's crazy as hell. That's how you know she got a weak ass. You know, ASAP Rocky's weak as hell. You can't stop your own wife from skin bleaching, you weak ass. Because she wears the pants in the relationship. He ain't got no damn money or fame. She runs his ass. I'm gonna skin bleach. Okay, baby, you do what you're gonna do. Got me all the way messed up. You do your skin bleach, you better get your shit, get the fuck on out of here. Looking like a crazy ass ghost.
Some Aiden says it's bigger than rhymes. It's about a man who has been enabled by the industry to not grow up and
That's
become
right. But somebody coming to our culture. Now we gotta gatekeep, and shout out to TikTok. We also going after the other motherfuckers that have been interjected in our culture, like DJ Vlad. All you rappers are gonna get cast if you go back on his show. That's what needs to be done. Because DJ Vlad, you're a professor at Yale at one of the most prestigious colleges, told him to shut his mouth. When black people, this is black people's business. Don't interject your white ass into our conversation. This is not your place. It's not your culture, so you shut your goddamn mouth. Don't interject yourself in our culture. He said, oh, I'm going to try to get you fired. How dare you? What? See, that's what I told you. They coming at the DJ Khaled. All you culture vultures, these African people starting to wake up. You culture vultures about to get this work. They about to cancel you, DJ Vlad. They should have been did that. You motherfuckers eating up our culture, making millions of dollars up our damn backs. That's got to stop. And every one of you handkerchief head African niggas that don't know in Africa, think it's cute to be with white people, and because you're not part of our culture, you better get your fucking mind right. We now we chin checking your ass. You don't allow people in our culture no more. We shutting it down. We gatekeeping it. You ain't black, you shut your mouth talking on black issues. This ain't your, they got shit to do with your ass. You worry about what the mayonnaise is. Worry about eating mayonnaise. What the fuck you do over there? We don't ever talk about your shit and your culture. You always think you got a right to open your mouth when it concerns us. This ain't got shit to do with you. You keep your mouth shut. And that's what she said. And she's right. And look at DJ Black. I'm going to try to get you fired. Like all these white people always do. Come back and tell. I'm going to try to get you fired for not allowing me to be in your culture and say what I want to say. You get your punk ass out of our culture. You shut your fucking mouth. That ain't got shit to do with you. This is called family business. This family business. And you ain't family. This African business. This family business. And you ain't family. Keep your mouth shut. You ain't family. African started, but you ain't family. You keep your goddamn mouth shut concerning us. They ain't got shit to do with you. And so don't think you can interject yourself in our culture. We didn't invite your ass in, and we told you to shut your mouth. And I love it. You're getting chin checked. They come at you too, DJ Khaled. Not DJ Khaled. Okay, you fat bastard.
I see you're asking if we're 24/7. Yes, we are. Today we are just each with the Kenya Power, that is Kenya Limited power supply, whatever they call themselves, and we are back, but we are 24/7. We have programs running from 8 a.m. till late night, and you can also download our app, which also you can stream and don't miss out any shows. Yeah, stay connected. Bakaribu sana. And it's been going down with Kendrick and Drake. I seen someone say is looking like a voodoo priest covered in white ash. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mentioned earlier Doja Cat. I don't know if you mentioned about her, but some also says if anything, Kendrick is Amira. If anything, Kendrick is also holding a mirror up to us as fans and wants us to question these so-called leaders and their music. We beat up our heads to the devil is alive. And shout out to Danny Harrison, who also says, Karibu Sana. He says, yeah, DJ Vald, sorry, us is on the hot seat too. See, here we go again with these small hats. And okay. Daniel says, yeah, Drake's mother is a Jew. Surprised to see you didn't know that, Joby. I didn't know, actually. I just knew he was Canadian. Just knew from Canada something to do with that. Just all. Also, Mumo says that you're a she, if I'm correct. I don't know. He. You're saying that my understanding is Drake's dad is America. So most people don't know a lot, A lot is not also known.
His dad's American, his mother's a Canadian Jew. He's born and he's raised in Canada. So what? He's not the half-breed, not one of us. Never acted like one of us. We allowed him in the culture. Now he's been exposed and we got to get rid of his ass. We got to take back our own culture. At all costs. You don't get to tell us who's supposed to be in it, who's not supposed to be in it. We tell it. We set the culture. We created it. We need to take it back unapologetically. We don't give a shit who don't like it. It ain't yours to begin with. Don't like it, don't fuck with it. We created it for us, not for you. Not to have all kind of industry plants talking crazy like a freak ass Cardi B. Coming out to get rid of all these fake ass bastards. All they debaucherous ass rap, wet ass pussy and all this crazy shit. That ain't our culture. You ain't gonna bring your debaucherous ass industry plants in here with us. Start chin checking you bastards. you about to get your chin checked. You ain't got a hard chin, you get knocked out. You get knocked out the box. So Drake is getting chin checked. He's just checking his chin. Checking your chin.
Danny also says that no Federal Reserve Bank, that's the biggest magic show in town. Hands down, the only place in the world where money appears out of the air, and they say money doesn't grow on trees. And Sankino says Chinese only hospitals. I'm not sure if we have so far that we can see so many malls and Chinese squares being built in Kenya and other parts of Africa. So, but shout out to Nigerians. Daniel also says it is not about friends, it's about mutual business, military, and geopolitical interest, nothing more. Hashtag grow up. That is for DRC, president, and Africa itself as a whole. And Nansangeno says France is stretched out. If they lose their African nations, it's a wrap. And then he says he looks shady though. And Yup, and second one. Shout out to Jason Hill who says that summer equinox is coming. Some celebrities got to get sacrificed, I get, or something like that. The way things are going in the music industry matrix. Mm-hmm. And second one says Akade. Okay. You take over, kid. Go on.
I say anything?
No, I'm telling you to take over. I think those are all the comments. Those are all the comments coming from the audience.
Oh, okay. Well, I was saying, yeah. So what happened is, obviously the cats with small hats are allowing this because Drake is one of their major money makers. So obviously also he pissed them off in some kind of way, and him being one of them. So I think he signed that Palestinian petition for a ceasefire. So I think they just run a shot across his bow to get him back in line. So we can destroy your whole career. Because you had a group of individuals that signed a ceasefire petition, and Drake was one of those. So he's trying to do a good thing. And Kendrick Lamar never signed it. So that's not trying to think he's some kind of great person either. But he's just chin checking. So I'm sure in some small way, Kendrick Lamar is being allowed now to unleash on Drake. That's why I think this all of a sudden now. He never had no right to just all of a sudden go in on Drake. Drake is off limits, right? Now all of a sudden he can now chin check his ass. Nah, He's been allowed to chin check his ass, but this might backfire because if he keeps going, he'll destroy his career. He's been made to be a charlatan now. He'll destroy his career. So cats with the small hats probably send him a message. You're not gonna let him completely destroy him because they make money off his bad rapping ass. You know, he don't write no lyrics. He's just a plant. He's one of them. They put him on, and all that goofy music he makes. See, that's called mind control. They can make anybody a star. Anybody they want to make it. So, you know, he just been exposed. But I said it years ago when people are mad. Oh, why are you like? A lot of people say they childish. Why are you hating? You don't get your childish ass out of my face, you moron. You don't know what the industry plan is. You don't know what when they trying to where they want to go. You don't know what that is. Everybody got the same child. Hey, you hating? You know, they got black people with that dumb shit. Why are you hating? If you don't shut the hell up, you moron. That hate shit. Why you hating? He just hating on Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. You hating? Hate that you don't get out my face. You're an idiot. These are industry plants. Now everybody's an industry plant now. There ain't nobody real. Shout out to there's a video that I seen that Scarface had made. He told one of the greatest rappers ever, telling you shut it down. It's debaucherous, it's dumb as shit. Sorry, dumb our people down. we don't control it, what value does it have? None. None. They destroyed it on purpose. You know, what? They completely maneuvered the way they wanted to go. It's sad. That's what they've done.
Mm-hmm. I got the video that you told me to cue earlier from TikTok. Was it coming from a white man? I'm not sure if I cued the right one. It's a bunch of them.
When I had the last one I sent you, last one was the,
Okay.
as black people got to start gatekeeping what we create. Everybody can vulture off what we create. See, and you see how crazy white people got just from Beyonce singing what they thought was cultural appropriation of their country music, right? They didn't create country music, we did. We just let it go, let them have it. But you see, they thought Beyonce was culture vulturing. And what they do? They went crazy. They went crazy, thought Beyonce was culture vulturing. Go ahead, Joby.
Lamar and Drake is dumb. I really think you should be quiet and just let this culture shift happen. The reason why I'm saying this, stick with me now. One point, hip hop was able to be sold without major distribution companies. It was before my time. It was around the time I was born. I think it was 88 and 89. There were rappers who were selling gold without the help of major labels. And guess what type of hip hop it was? Guess what type of hip hop it was?
It was our hip hop.
It was the militant part of hip hop.
Exactly, militant part of being black.
Selling without big companies backing them. And then somehow, magically, something happens where these big companies come in and that sort of hip hop all just disappears. And it gets replaced with people like Drake. Don't get me wrong. Hip hop has always had the fun element, but it never lacked this element, ever. It never lacked this element. And then it all but disappeared. And every once in a while, you would see someone, right? You would see someone who would spring up. We saw it with Lupe, and he kind of disappeared, right? And Kendrick Lamar, granted, he had the backing of Dre. He had Interscope and Aftermath. And he's been able to be successful without compromising his art. And in the meantime, there has been rapper after rapper after rapper who do not give a about the culture, or they will compromise themselves for this. Imagine hip hop without the industry popping up someone like Drake. Imagine hip hop where this is accepted again. Imagine that, like widely accepted. I'm not talking about just we let in one guy every once in a while. I'm not talking about there's onesies and twosies. That this you need the control of your own culture and able to start an actual revolution. Oh, he's talking about, he's making Kendrick a messiah. No, absolutely not. I'm saying that if you can kick out someone like Drake and make an example out of him, this can come back. And if we have control of our culture, ain't shit we can't do. We had stopped watching the NFL. I'm a Raiders fan. And anybody who knows anything about the history of the Raiders and Al Davis, you know why I'm a Raiders fan. If we had stopped watching the NFL when Colin Kaepernick took that knee and then they fucking blackballed him, they would not be able to make the money that they make. Imagine if we had our cultures back. Imagine if Jay-Z didn't put his foot in his mouth and say, I think we're past kneeling. Imagine that. Imagine if it was acceptable or not a taboo to back your own people. I saw what a bunch of people are saying. I think I also saw what Vince Staples was saying, that like Taylor Swift is fighting for like the publishing and the music rights and all that thing for like Spotify and streaming services, and to be able to be paid fairly. Yes, that is important. But if you shift the culture first, you know how fast that shit is going to happen? If you make an example out of Drake, this is a person that's a culture vulture. If you can get rid of Drake, he is arguably the top selling whatever in hip hop ever. If you get rid of Drake, you can do anything. And Kendrick Lamar is arguably doing that right now. He is making an example out of this man. Drake shouldn't have been there in the first place. Once we found out that he was messing with young girls, that should have been over, but he was able to continue going? Are you mad? That shouldn't have happened. But if we can control our culture, if we can control the thing that our people created.
So what I'm getting from this, just a pause, is Drake is a DD2, like some pedophile type of shit. Keith, I don't know. Anyone on the chat, is he also a pedophile?
And
I had it on the disc from Kendrick, but is he really a pedophile?
Us back in the driving seat. The internet now is more important than ever. Soulja Boy, as much as I don't like him, he is an example of how you can control the culture without big companies. He didn't have Collie Park when he did Crank That Soulja Boy. They signed him after Crank That. Crank That has made him immensely important to the culture and rich. We don't need the big companies anymore. If we get the control of the culture, if we're able to kick out the culture's biggest, like, what do you call it, idol, then we can do it to the rest of the people behind him. It's about fucking time. And it's not Kendrick. It's the culture talking right now. He's just the talking head. That's it. Please. I understand if you don't like rap beef, if you want to go somewhere else, you want to listen to weird ass Tyler the Creator and Childish Gambino, and you hate rap beef and you think this is dumb, please go somewhere else with your opinions. Because this is a culture shift. If you're not paying attention, this is a culture. This is not just, I hate you, Drake. You are what's wrong with the game. You are willing to sell your blackness, to erase the history behind it. He called us slaves, not knowing he regarded Kendrick Lamar, tried to basically call him a Frederick Douglass. Hip hop, rapping was created in order to empower us, and that power got taken away the moment we allow people like Drake to be in a center role. Yeah.
Not understanding what it was made for. It was made to empower us. That's what it was about. Empowerment of us as a people and to fight white power. That's what it was created to do. Not to talk about my ass is wet and all this old stupid shit. It was an empowering thing to go against white supremacy. That was the whole damn thing.
Hip hop, rapping and rap beef can be fucking dumb. We saw it. We saw Pac and Big die over this dumb shit. But this is not Big and Pac at all. This is something completely different. If you're paying attention, this is a cultural shift, and I implore you all to pay attention to the culture shift. For example, Vlad can get deuced right now out of our culture.
That's right, get rid of his ass.
Woman,
exactly.
A black woman told him to stay out of black folks' business because of this.
Right. He told the black woman,
we can get rid of Vlad.
He told you, stay out of black people's business. They ain't got shit to do with your ass. And that's right. That's what we gotta start doing. Start chin checking motherfuckers. You gotta get your goddamn chin checked.
Right the fuck now. Right the fuck now. Make it uncool for Vlad to be in our business, to be trying to spin in our culture, to make money in our culture. If we can control our, we can get. If we can get rid of Drake, we can get rid of Vlad. We can get rid of Adam 22. We can get rid of all these clowns.
Oh, these culture
who are not
vultures.
actually a part of the culture, who are just living off of the culture. I don't think y'all see how important this is. This is not some surface level bullshit. You got a black man who has matured his way from being poor, from being a part of gang culture, all the way to being a guy admitting his faults. We watched a man grow the fuck up in this culture and survive it. He's a fucking Kendrick is a genius. We watched that happen, and he survived with his head on straight. Most rappers do not. Most rappers do not. Most rappers do not. We're watching a cultural show. Do you understand how important that is? I know it sounds crazy. It's like, oh, you're idolizing him. No, we watched the industry kill DMX. Have you not ever heard his poem? Have you ever heard what they were doing? Like all of these rappers who actually care about the culture and love the culture, and the ones who get in and then they get out and they're like, man, fuck the industry. Because they see what's going on within it. And Drake is a big figurehead in this. The guy, other than him being a pedo, he is also a cultural vulture.
He's a pedo.
If we allow someone like him to continue, that means somebody else can come in. That means somebody else can replace him. But allowing someone like Kendrick Lamar and these people to kick him the fuck out allows us to take back the power we once had in our culture. This is important. This is further than some surfer level bullshit. Two guys going back and forth over some dumb shit. This is a struggle for our culture. And I think we should, if you don't want it, you want nothing to do with it, but what about your day? That's fine. But other than that, allow this to be seen. It's important. It's more than the surface level bullshit you think that it is.
You do that shit so white people. You shut your mouth when you're talking about black business.
Oh, well, I'm
You keep your mouth shut. You keep your mouth shut when you discuss our business.
China Gambino and Tyler the Creator be fun on stage. I like JP make a baby touch her knees. Like, cool. Allow the culture shift to happen. You can go enjoy that other stuff. Thank you.
Yep, allow the culture shift to happen, then you can go do all those other things. But shout out to M Momo, who says, of course, Kendrick is more of an asset to the genre than Drake. And just says Drake game was to make hits too. And yeah, well, it is crazy, so much to be unknown in this, so much to learn on this. Jason says, yep, his distraction there. His distraction. They are also playing with Rick Ross distraction self as well, and Sunken One. I've seen it. I've seen that too, man. They're also trying to get Rick Ross in this too. It's crazy. It is crazy. And shout out to Sunken One says a real conscious rap. And Danny says it used to be a time when rappers actually said something in their music. It is true. I agree with that. And I also see, even if you try look at reggae, I think personally I know most of you are not gonna probably relate to this, but if you had Samuel or George Guy in the building, if maybe you guys are there, you can say something. But reggae, or if you are a fan of reggae, you can also testify to that. Reggae is also one of the music. Is it reggae or raga? I think reggae. Yeah. Anyone on TikTok can correct me, but reggae. It also used to have a lot of message to do with revolution, to do with history, especially if you try to look at people like Lucky Dube. I'm gonna give that type of because personally I loved Lucky Dube's songs and videos because they used to show much more of what Black people really go through, how where they build so much prisons than schools, no hospitals. I don't know. Personally, I relate with this and reggae. It's not like I'm not a fan of hip hop at all, but I do relate with both of them. Whereby, if you look at music from the beginning, there used to be a lot of message regarding us as Black people than what we have today. But shout out to the dark tooth in the building. Long time say, umepotelea happy. It's been a long time, bro. Where you been? But nice to see you. Saying that the most. I've missed you too, Wednesday. How have you been? Been a long time. Hope you're doing great. Nice to see you. And I also see M Momo says hip hop started from reggae. Oh, okay. I'm not sure about that. I think people on the chat would literally disagree. If Keith would hop in back here, I'm not sure if he's gonna agree with that. I don't know. Is it true? Everyone on the chat that hip hop started from reggae? I don't know. Maybe I missed that part of history, but I'm not sure. I really, really don't know. But I also see and Sunken or not, that is 10 speed Karibu Sana in the building. Hope you're doing amazing. And 10 speed, that is 10 speed. Karibu Sana is saying that what is this guy podcast called? It's not a podcast, actually. Let me see. It's on TikTok. It is a TikTok video. It is a TikTok video, unless I check the name. I ain't sure. I'll have to check the name on TikTok itself to see. I don't even know what it's called. This is some hard name to pronounce. I'll just share the link on WhatsApp, 10 speed, if you are on WhatsApp, yeah. I can't even read the name. It seems like an online podcast radio. I'm not sure. Ain't sure. But yeah. I also see Unsecure calls them parasites, of course. Some says I never thought a Drake feature could stain your career until now. And I also seen that Drake messed up a day he wanted to turn gangster. Yeah, it's crazy. But I don't think we lost Keith. I don't know where he went and disappeared to. Left me pending. Because I don't have no thoughts regarding this. I'm not going to lie. I don't have no thoughts regarding this. Personally, I already picked my pick. But I've just said it's crazy. And this is why, again, we need to go back to... When I look at this guy's video just to explain my understanding regarding what he's trying to say, looking and waiting for the culture to unfold itself. This again why I think we go back to where we've spoken about us creating our own media as Black people, controlling everything ours. Because if we take an example, people like Burna Boy, I love using that as an example every single time, because he's one of the people we've seen him grown from scratch to being who he is, but it's until the industry literally gets their hands on you and now they control you. You start wearing skirts. We had this debate, I think, on the Rhythm Scripture some time back, Mish, Money, and Egerton, and we're discussing where we've seen our male artists also right here in the 254 now walking out of the culture of actually the African culture, number one itself, who you are as an African person, your identity as an African person. When you start wearing dresses as a man, skirts on events, how are we supposed to view you? Where is the masculinity going to you becoming all feminine all of a sudden? We questioned that, and we did speak about where we've seen also African artists being snatched away by the industry and being molded to what the industry wants them to be. But for what, at what benefit? That is the question Keith was posing. What benefit is it adding to us as African people, as Black people globally? Because if you try to look at most of the music today, it's not really that relatable. It's true. Most of the music is not really that relatable to the culture. But some also says Drake reign is over. Every empire got to fall at some point. Well, I believe all of them, and this being the age of Aquarius, well, everything is gonna come to being revealed. We're seeing the P. Diddy story, all of them being mentioned. We're seeing the list he did give out of so many people who are actually not even expected to be there mentioned. So I believe everything does come to an end. That is just the simple thing, or the simplest. Everything does come to an end eventually, and it's their time. And if African people are going to have to be waking up globally, including politically, religiously, and in terms of entertainment, which has actually been caused, I don't know how they call, you guys call it, I don't know how it's called again, I forget the name. There's rules, I don't know what rules, but most of the, I don't know what's the name, what they have used to rule people in the world, which includes entertainment, entertainment, education, religion, politics. I don't know what's the rule, but it has a name. I forgot it. But yeah, what they use to literally control people. Entertainment is one of the biggest distractions. What type of distraction? I don't know what's the name. It's one of the biggest distraction that has been that has managed to keep, especially I'd say African people globally indoctrinated, you know, globally. That is just my thoughts. Globally. Because there's so much we saw, especially for Africa, when you talk about people like Rihanna, Beyonce, and I don't know how many would relate for those who are listening, especially from Africa. Like, we grew up looking up to these people, like, I really want to sound like that. I want to sing like that. Then until you come realize these people are just industry plants who don't even have a voice, and understanding that we are also behind technologically in so much. There's how you can tune the voice to sound something totally different and perfect. It is crazy. But personally, I'm really, really glad to be learning all this, because we have so much of our people who are captured in that bracket, and you can't tell them anything. You can't tell them otherwise. But I believe we are waking up. I believe we are waking up. Char actually did a whole show on Saturday on this as well. That is on the What's the Radar. He did give his points for those maybe who checked in. If you didn't, you can check out the replay. He did also a whole show on the same the rap beef between Drake and Kendrick. It is super, super crazy. But let me know what you guys think as we continue. I don't know where Keith disappeared to, left me all here, but we're gonna keep on moving. Momo says after the Industrial Revolution, we have been playing we have been playing catch up basically until now. Let me read that again. After an industrial revolution, we have been playing catch up basically until now. I agree with you, and just saying it contributed to creating it basically. Well, everything I believe is gonna change. That is just my thoughts regarding all this that is happening. Everything is gonna change, and I believe Africa, we're gonna restore our music, but not when you have the big companies, like the guy just said. You don't need the big companies to literally flourish. You don't. You can do it yourselves. We can really do it ourselves if we just worked together. Called out the kunocracy. If we called out the kunocracy and stood up together as Black people, and understanding that the same people we are trying to stick with are the same people putting us in this pressure and life of hope, because that is for Black people, I believe, which Demora did mention even today. African people will sold so much hope globally because of the poverty. There has been poverty, lack of so much that has been placed here on purpose. We believed in hope, and that's why it is so easy for us to have so many industrial plants. Number one, I think so many coons in the industry as well, and so much, and so much, and so much. Yeah, but as we get to continue, I think as we wait for Keith, I don't know where he disappeared to, because I don't have much to say on this. I do not really have much to say on this topic. It was a topic that was supposed to be led by him. Personally, I'm going to shift just a little bit as we wait for him politically, as we wait for Keith to see if he's going to pop back or not. I believe he's in bad area or something. I want to talk about what is happening in Rwanda, just to go back again And this is in terms of the asylum seekers that are supposed to be transported in Rwanda. Shout out to you, Doctor. I see you. Ametoka kidogo. I'm waiting for him too. I'm waiting for Kid too. We're talking about Drake and Momo. That is literally the topic. No cap. Like, that is what we've been talking about. The topic is Drake being thrown out of the culture by Kendrick Lamar? That is the topic, you know. But we have to wait for Keith because he had much more to teach under this. But I want to talk a little bit about what is happening in Rwanda regarding the Rwanda asylum seekers that are supposed to be taken there. And personally, I've spoken about the effects that I feel East Africa is going to be facing as a whole, not just Rwanda. And it is, I don't think we really yet prepared. I heard Demore speaking about this on Friday, where by they are actually bringing even thieves, thugs, killers, every type of asylum seeker. They're not even checking their criminal records or anything. These people are just being dumped in Africa, and that is what is happening. Mind you, they were paid a couple of money, a few amounts for them to accept to come to.
How many people do you think you could accommodate initially?
The initial accommodations that we have secured since the beginning of the partnership, this is Hope Hostel. That particular facility is able to take up to 200 people. However, we've already started initial discussions with other facilities around Kigali and further afield, and these will be firmed up and signed once we know how many migrants are coming and when they're coming.
Can't you give a guarantee that you'd be able to process the tens of thousands of people that the government would like to send to Rwanda?
We will be able to welcome the migrants that the UK sends over the lifetime of this partnership. What I cannot tell you is how many thousands we're taking in the first year or in the second year. This will depend on very many factors that are being worked out right now.
How many people?
Of course, depends on many factors, including Kagame taking much more money, maybe one of them, including how far they can spread in East Africa to add more of them, finding excuses. Like, it's going to just be chaotic. But they're saying that the Rwanda government won't guarantee how many migrants it can take from the UK if flights start to depart. Rishi Sunak has promised that migrants arriving in the UK without permission will be sent to Rwanda rather than allowed to claim asylum in the UK. And around 52,000 have come to UK since the law was changed in 2023 and are in line for deportation. Rwanda has signed a 5-year deal with the UK with costs estimated to be at least 300 million euros already. And the last month, the Prime Minister's plans for the UK to send some asylum seekers to Rwanda was passed by the Parliament. So it is crazy. We're gonna see how it's gonna be. I shared this on Friday. I'm gonna play it again. We're just not ready for this as East Africa. That is all I'm gonna say. We're not ready for this. This is gonna affect us. When we're about to see a bunch of mulattoes. Expect Rwanda to have bunch of mulattoes, expect Uganda, expect Burundi, expect Kenya, and all those countries that border each other, because they don't stay in one place, you know. They seek opportunities everywhere, unlike Africans. It is super, super crazy. But shout out to Emomo says that is okay. The answer is yes. No, Dr. says Drake amefanya nini niliacha akiwa kwa kitanda. Wao umekuwa ukilala, actually ndio umekuwa kwa kitanda, so unafaa ufuatilie vitu mob. Mumo also says, okay, the answer is yes, kind of. At least Drake will have to adjust his approach. That is under the question that is Drake being thrown out of the culture by Kendrick. Well, he has to be out, you know. He has to be out. Eventually, all of these people are going to be out. You know, African people, we're gonna claim what is ours eventually. We're gonna restore. Personally, I do believe it. The way the energy is shifting, the way things are moving, the way people are waking up, tapping into the truth, I believe we are going to finally get back into our direction, into our true path. I believe it's coming, you know. I believe it's coming. We've been having people fighting for this for the longest time, like since our ancestors, and we still have people who are coming back life to life to life to life fighting for this. And shout out to Black Hot Fire for opening this network, because we're getting more educated about our culture and every single day understanding the people we're dealing with. So I do believe we're gonna make it. I do believe we're gonna make it. If we're gonna be alive to see all this happen, we're gonna make it. If not, our people shall be able to enjoy it. We come back to enjoy it. Momo also says his approach to the whole genre and culture. Well, personally, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Drake, so no, I'm not really a fan. I'm not a fan of Drake at all. Neither am I a fan of Kendrick at all. Like, I'm not a fan of both. But do I believe that for real, whatever the Black brother was explaining from this video is true? That hip hop has been destroyed, music actually in general has been destroyed. I think it has been teaching us this for the past few years I've been here, about where they changed the frequency, and so much that changed. So it's up to us, I believe, and we're going back to that. And najua doctor. Najua and asante sana, but wacha hivyo, it's not really nice when you disappear like that, you know. Sometimes pop in, say hi, and check out what's happening in the Black Hot Fire Network, and download the app actually, which I keep on telling you guys all the time, so you can stop missing out the programs and the shows. Or in case if you can't come on TikTok live all the time, if you can't go on YouTube all the time, just download the Black Hot Fire Network app, which gives you the opportunity to actually chat with your family and friends as you stream live. All you gotta do is just have the app, sign in with your, you don't need to sign in with anything. As if you want to sign in, actually anything is you going to our website through our app, which takes you to amazing things. We have an amazing Black Hot Fire Network apparel store. We have amazing merchandises, and we also have the social network which you can chat with us and share amazing links. Yeah. So ensure you have the Black Hot Fire Network application to stay tuned and stay connected. But yes, I don't know where Kid disappeared to. For real. I don't know where Kid disappeared to. But let me see if I can share one more video here he had shared with me. I don't know if it's relating to this. Let me share this one. So there's this one still connected to the same
for their actions. So Universal Music Group and TikTok have officially come to terms on bringing back the artist music that is under UMG's label. But what if I told you there's a very dark side to UMG and that has a lot to do with P. Diddy? Let me open up your eyes and show you why UMG and its CEO should be held accountable for their actions. But let me just say before I go any further, this is for educational purposes only, okay? Because I'm about to open everybody's eyes to some real ass shit. And we're going to start with Mr. Lucian Grange. Now, as you can see, Lucian Grange himself is the chairman and CEO of Universal Music Group. And obviously, over the last couple decades, Lucian himself has worked with a lot of huge artists, right? But Lucian himself has been rumored to sponsor and finance the specific parties as to where the P. Diddy allegations originated from. Now, as we should all know, the producer Rodney Jones Jr. is the one that brought this all to light, right? Opening up the original case, saying that Lucian himself aided and abetted Combs' behavior by sponsoring gatherings where underage girls were reportedly drugged and raped and provided vast sums of money to Combs, who allegedly used it for trafficking. But see, Lucian is not the only one that everybody's eyes should be focused on, right? It's the man that gave him that position to begin with, Mr. Leor Cohen, your head of music and YouTube.
It goes all the way to the top to the yeah, it's crazy. It just goes to the top to the dot one connects to dot two to dot three to dot four to the top. It is crazy.
Now do keep in mind, this man is the past CEO of Warner Music Group, and he joined Google at the end of 2000.
Search for Black Hot Fire Network, and then you'll see the fire logo. Let me show you. It has this fire logo right here, and yeah, that's the one. Black Hot Fire Network. You should be able to see it.
2016, having previously acted as CEO of 300 Entertainment, which he co-founded. But prior to taking his position at YouTube, Cohen worked on the label side of the music industry at companies including...
Using an Android too. If you're using an iPhone, just go to the link directly. That is the www.blackoutfinetop.com. Yep.
Warner Music, Def Jam, Island Def Jam, and like I stated, 300 Entertainment. And in 1998 and 1999, just 2 years after Tupac was killed, Cohen brokered the deal to sell Def Jam to Universal, creating the Island Def Jam music group, which combined Def Jam, Mercury, and Island Records. And as president of Island Def Jam, Cohen was responsible for labels including Rockefeller, American Recordings, and Roadrunner Records. Artists under his watch at Island Def Jam included Jay-Z, Bon Jovi, Ludacris, Mariah Carey, just to name a few. All very sketchy individuals. But what if I told you that Lew Cohen himself was a victim of specific allegations that are really, really extreme that everybody needs to have knowledge about? Specifically by John Holmeston, a retired CIA agent. And he admitted on national Russian television years ago before he died, hip-hop was a psyop invented by the CIA in the 1980s, and the agency has directed and financed household name artists including NWA, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Kanye West. Ironically, Kanye West tried to tell everybody about this years ago. But everybody, of course, thought he was crazy. But the government at the time spent big money, serious money on this covert operation designed to corrupt the American youth to nihilist anti-establishment and, of course, anti-American ideologies. Saying also the NWA were even scripted by a team of war propagandists and psychologists at the CIA, saying that nihilist and anti-establishment lyrics were intended to unleash a wave of cynicism towards authorities, something of which Ice Cube himself spoke out about. Holmeston also said that when it comes to engineering culture, no one touches Lew Cohen. Supposedly, Lew Cohen, also known as the tall Israeli who runs hip-hop, with some of his artists and hip-hop artists signed and promoted by Cohen himself, including Slick Rick, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince, of course, Will Smith. I'm sure everybody knows about all these other names, right? But more recently brought Migos and Young Thug to prominence. Funny how Takeoff himself talked about the, in quotations, tall Israeli. But supposedly, according to him, some of these artists were tools of the CIA, and others are fully signed assets. He also cited Jay-Z, who openly promotes his satanic beliefs, and being the first black billionaire. And also Dr. Dre's CIA assets were untouchable. But also that supposedly, and this is where Diddy came in, right? The elites have been slowly working on eroding social norms for decades, and forcing famous black men to normalize the sight of men in dresses was part of the agenda. And supposedly a music industry executive who was present at the first meeting between CIA and the music industry executives has written a confessional letter detailing exactly what went down on that fateful day. Now see, it says you can access this video, but guess what? That video has been deleted. Yeah, I'm sure that's not sketchy, right? Investigative journalist Gary Webb also exposed the story of the decade before the mainstream media went to work on behalf of the elites and tried to detract the masses from the scandal, saying that he wasn't joking about the mainstream media circling the wagons around the CIA. And that claiming, of course, the CIA was also responsible for flooding the streets with vast quantities of crack cocaine in the same period. Also saying that the CIA worked in tandem with music industry elite to create a funnel in which young people would be indoctrinated with brainwashing gangster rap music, introduced to a life of crime, and then delivered to the highly profitable private prison system. Did you know Michael Jordan himself owns quite a bit of prisons in the United States? Yeah, I'm sure that's no coincidence. Or at the fact that some of the biggest names in the music industry are in cahoots with private prison owners. In 2021, Core Civic, formerly known as Corrections Corporations of America, the biggest name in the private prisons industry, contacted 48 states offering to buy their prisons. But there was also one requirement of eligibility for the deal, though. As you can see, supposedly an assurance by the agency partner that the agency has sufficient inmate population to maintain a 90% occupancy rate over the term of the contract. And if you look right here, the article describes it well. In the year 2012, a mere 232 media executives in the U.S. were responsible for controlling all avenues necessary to manufacture any celebrity and spark any trend. Time Warner, as the owner of Warner Brothers Records, could not only sign an artist, but since they are also the owners of Entertainment Weekly, they could also put an artist on the cover of magazines by next week. And who did I say in the beginning of this video was a very high authority figure for Time Warner? Yeah, I'm sure you got it figured out. But BET and MTV are also owned by Viacom, right? When ownership of these mass media conglomerates is cross-checked with the biggest names in private prison ownership, the largest owner of Core Civic, formerly Corrections Corporation of America, like I stated, is none other than Vanguard Group Incorporated. Vanguard is the #1 largest holder in both Viacom and Time Warner. But Vanguard is also the largest holder in the GEO Group, the second largest owner of private prisons in the entire USA. So are you starting to put two and two together? Because if you're not, they just so happen to be the top shareholders for Boeing themselves with 44 million shares. That in itself should really tell you something. But people are so excited about their favorite artist music coming back on TikTok, right? Do those artists know or care about the backgrounds behind these individuals? And did they know about what happened at P. Diddy's parties? Who knows? But I do know that all these people are very sketchy people. And that the music industry in itself might not really be what you think it is.
Mm-hmm. So that's the video. It is so crazy, so much details, so much unknown facts. It is crazy. It goes all the way to the top. The same people, the cats with the small hats, the people who fund so much in the world are the same people controlling the same, industry. of entertainment. It makes a whole lot of sense, especially if you talk about the Black people and where they wanted to destroy hip hop and the beginning of it, the originality of hip hop. It makes a whole lot of sense why they did that, and which we've seen the consequences of it, not just in music, but in so many things which they have destroyed historically, education wise, so much. They have managed it to fall and favor their narrative. That is all I'm going to say. To favor their own narrative. And from this video I've picked where we have there's some drugs that have been mentioned, crack and everything. If I look at hip hop today, and I want to share a video that I was checking right here on YouTube as we get to continue. Hip hop today, hip hop back then and today. Back then and today, the evolution of it. I want to share maybe 2-3 videos as we get to continue. And what I've observed, which we keep on speaking about every single day. Let me chat this one for people on TikTok so you can continue. When you talk about Black American image being destroyed, again, hip hop has been, I think, according to my own understanding, hip hop has been also one of the keys that they have used to destroy Black Americans' image, especially to us back in Africa. Can agree to disagree, but that is according to me. Because I've spoken of where we viewed Black Americans as thugs, which is what we see today. You know, nothing but just they're criminals. It's all about taking drugs. It's all about cracks. You know, like most of the things they have promoted actually in the music today is what is affecting the Black community today. And it has taken effect big time, like big time. Mm-hmm. So if you talk about them destroying or them wanting, which was their agenda, to destroy the originality of the message being spread to African people, generation to generation, then they have managed, like you were saying earlier. Where did you go to? You got some Popeye's chicken?
How dare you, Joby? I'm sweating like a pig over here doing this damn hard labor.
I'm so sorry. I'm like, where did this guy go to? You know, we were looking for you. We were worried.
My phone cut off, it overheated. It's hot as hell out here in Texas. Shit. I'm a Popeye's chicken. Shit.
It's okay, I'm joking with you. But yeah, I was saying that I want to share a video right here. I was sharing the video you shared with me of the white guy still explaining about the Rothschild, the Rockefeller funding, in all this, you know, PDD, Migos, and all that. And
that's another one I want to share. Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, he's mentioned something with drugs. That's what I was trying to explain here, saying that if you try to look at the way they have managed to change the music actually, and which they wanted to do, drugs is the most seen thing. You know, with the Black Americans image that I was saying, and we've seen as African people, you know, they have managed to show us you guys are thugs, you're criminals, you're dangerous, all you do is smoke crack, you know, all you do is, you know, drink the whole day. And shout out to the movie you are actually even sharing with us, The Boys in the Hood. That movie really teaches a lot. Like, you know, you need to understand again what they do to the Black community, you know, how they want to destroy the brotherhood, you know. It's crazy. It's so crazy. But let me share this video right here as we get to see if we can learn something from it. This is a random video I've picked. So we'll see if there's a difference between then and now. This is in 1987, which you can see from that video or from the first guy. He said that is between that period that they started changing, or they changed hip hop from 1980 something. So let's see the evolution of it. I'm going to put a copyright disclaimer to avoid being struck.
If it's on TikTok, we don't got to worry about it. Okay. Oh, this is different. Okay, go ahead, Jay. Yeah. Like to say hello.
But these see her brings to the beat and do it with the man, do it with the man, do it with the man. We call the LB. Yeah. Right in my day, as the people say, live it up, shucks. Or play our. But it's like that, and that's the way it is. The world devastating to the air, and if you've never seen him, you wonder where his beats come from, machine or man. He's also
Get fresh crew. My man. On this, the first big female rap group. None of that stupid shit in it. None of that stupid shit. That's what changed right there. Right in my city with that bullshit. And then, brother.
Mama said
knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
Really never knew a mom's and a dad was a
Brenda got a baby.
Give me the microphone first so I can bust like a bubble.
There go the change right there. With no hog. But I grew up my cane.
Drug loot, and let's start it like this, son. Rolling with this one, and that on the island, and my army jacket line and hit the earth like a comet invasion. Nazis like the
But we had control of it. We lose. We pop. Then the private stock.
Way back when I had the red
when we losing it.
Tomorrow comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share. My life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama
thinks that my mind is gone.
The brothers that was real and the brothers that was scared to. It's why I exhibit only. My life ain't rosy, but I roll with it. My mom was fine to the dough hit it.
And by then it started going all around the world.
All I feel is rain. I cannot maintain with madness on my brain.
I was being born now.
Yeah. Joey was born, that's right. And here we go with this goddamn culture vulture. There we go again with the culture vulture.
What's the chronic? They want to know if he still got it. They say rap's changed. They want to know.
Never meant to make your daughter
He's showing his culture vulture more than anybody.
Many years on this professional level. What would you question who's better? The world is still mine. Gracious, ass, bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show patience. I'm waiting for the right time to shoot my steam. You know, waiting for the right. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm.
You notice how they keep showing this white boy over and over again? They show one black person one time, they keep showing this cracker over and over again. This culture vulture shit. How they try to make somebody white to be the face of our culture. They showed his ass 3 or 4 times.
Making love, so come give me a hug. Getting rough, you can find me in the club. Don't try to fight the feeling, just the thought of this. Damn right, and I do it again. Yeah, I am light, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy, dealing with some issues that you can't believe. Single black female addicted to retail as well. About your faults or mishaps. We from the Bronx, New York, things happen. Kids clapping, let us spark the way she can get to know me. Hated the love of the underdogs on top. And I'm gonna shine on me until my heart stops. Go ahead. Swinging, they hoping that they gon' catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Yes, I'm the boss. 745, white on white, that's Rick Ross. I keep them wide, I keep them long. You might be the type of I'll find out by the end of the night.
You expect me to just let you hit it?
Why me crank that soldier boy, that Superman, that now why me crank that soldier, now why me crank that soldier. Shoes and cars, Wood floors in the new apartment. Couture from the stores department.
Do you get some in the front seat of the house? She's a very freaky girl. She get it from a mama.
Play. Now look at this. Madness the magnet keeps attracting me. Like mine. She even wear a herd on her back.
Everybody knows it's already destroyed, but this mama mouth ass goofy nigga here. Everybody knows another industry play. All this by 2001 is over. It's ignorance supreme.
All of my Dominicanos right there up on Broadway. Pulled me back to that McDonald's. Took it to my stash spot, 560 Station. I ain't ever mind. She down in the mall. And selling that girl, she the one for me. But I was wondering, all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping. Babe, but I just can't remember it all. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Here we go with this. See? You get all these industry plants over so around 2000. This goofy broad here. If this ain't an industry plant, I don't know what is. Like Cat Williams says, what do you think an industry plant is? This broad here. She was a fake little Kim. Horrible. But go ahead. This is my sister.
And your man ain't acting right. So you packing your dummy, yeah, my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like
what is this shit? Look at this goofy shit.
Type of way. Is it cause my homies rich? You feel some type of way?
Look at this shit. You see obviously what this shit is. These goofy dumb down ass niggas with this bullshit here. You see the change. This is straight cats with the small hats garbage. What?
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
This is crazy shit. None of these Negroes get no rap deal ever when we control it. They would say, hey, you don't get your goofy ass out of here with this bullshit.
Low don't like them swishers. Did a lot of shit just to live this here life.
What is this garbage?
Go to Nassau, on the dash. Got a roll pound up a gas. Put your name
looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. Or Mac 11 even room with the face down.
Yeah, I stopped listening to rap for so long. It was so even my son was a producer. He said, even my son said, this shit's straight garbage. I said, glad, yeah, you know it is. See how these cats come to me. It's straight garbage, but they gonna pay me their money. I'm a producer, Dad. I said, yo, you know, you gotta make your money. It's just straight garbage. I know. Straight garbage. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
My shawty, spending, I'm spending dough. It's low key at the night show. So don't you open like it's
done. Selling ball. Then on the macho like Randy.
You know, you don't hear no positive message with none of this shit. You don't see nobody fighting white power, white supremacy. This is all brainwashing garbage. What culture is this? And they put this shit out to the rest of the world, and they think this is our culture. This ain't our culture. This has been taken over. This ain't us. But now it is us because it mimics. Kids have mimicked talking that crazy shit. Can't even put a complete sentence together. You're born in an English-speaking country, and you can't even speak English right. Go ahead, Joe.
When I go and vacay, I might run out the Bahamas, and they keep like
push me to the edge. Phantom, that's alright. Inside all white.
All sound the same. You know what's that?
work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me.
One died actually intoxicated on a plane.
I hold back sometimes I won't. I feel good sometimes I don't.
I got red, I got blue. What you want? The Chanel, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton. 21 seconds. I'm about to go on
ignorant this shit is.
With the young nigga Kodak reminded me of young niggas flow with me.
You man know what did I do? Every song sounds the same. I didn't dig it. What did I do? I met the nigga the two. I met the nigga the three. What? What is this shit?
I'm in the loop with the voo. I'm in the loop with the woo. Which one to work? I put your face to the news. I put the puss on the shit.
I'm that beat.
You imagine the kids that are growing up listening to this shit. They know why we so fucked up.
We are the kids, man. What you mean?
Imagine you were 20. Imagine you were 10 years old from listening to this shit here.
I am the kid.
God damn. But you had a balance. You said Kenyan music that was halfway decent. You wouldn't always listen to that shit like in America. You had a balance of different music.
Yeah. I had Congo, I had reggae, I had
Exactly. All they got is that shit 24/7. You wonder why their minds all fucked up. Everybody smoking weed and digging each other's booty holes.
Yo. Yes, in the southern accent. Yeah, that's true. Kids says the southern people don't know how to speak English. That's true, Momo. That's true. They talk like they don't know how to talk. It's crazy. But shout out to you who's on TikTok. I have no music. I can just share my YouTube. This is our YouTube, or you can download our app. This is the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. And I see you asking what's Black Hot Fire Network. It's a radio. And yes, I am at work. What's up?
The place where you learn about yourself. Learn not to be a handkerchief head boot licking cowardly Negro. That's what it is.
You heard. Chat John Mosquito, karibu sana. Hope you're doing great. Nice to see you today. Hope you are amazing. But just to go through the comments, I see Jason says, I'm not a fan of none of these industry clones, robots, hats, breeds, none.
That's what it is.
I was a fan. That's why I said, explained earlier. It's crazy with Africa, especially in Africa. We've been fed this and understanding. I don't know what's the name of the rules kit that you call them that they use to control people? We've mentioned them: the education, politics, entertainment.
Oh, you're talking about the 7 rules? Yeah, that's neat. Yes, entertainment, politics, education, entertainment. Daddy, no. What is it, Daddy? Read it. You guys read it. Yeah. Religion, education, politics, entertainment, economics. Sex, and one more. Sex and one more. Might be death. I can't remember. With women, they control all avenues of life. Exactly right, Job. Exactly right.
I'm trying to explain that with all that in Africa, we've been fed so many lies, especially when it comes to the industry in America, where personally we used to look at, I don't know, people the girls my age group.
Of course, you're right. Of course. That's called mind control. It's not your fault. You wouldn't know it's called mind. That's how mind control works, Joby. You look at something, it goes to your subconscious.
We used to think Beyonce, Rihanna were the shit, and right now you realize everything. You can't realize things about P. Diddy and all those videos you're hearing. Now we realize what we know about, and it's a lot. It's really pretty messed up. I feel like for Africa, this comes as a shock for so many once you hear a lot of things that you didn't know. You're like, wait, what? But I was saying I'm privileged to know so much at a younger age, because we have people in their 30s who are so mind sucked in this, and you can't tell them anything. You can't change their mindset even if you wished to. You can't save them even if you really wanted to. So I'm glad that we are waking up. It froze. What happened? Oh, okay.
It is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm glad that we are really, really waking up. Danny also says, I ain't gonna lie, I still listen to all that, to all these days.
See, he listens to all that stuff with his thumb up his ass, Joby. Stop it.
I think you're honest. I mean, personally, I'm not gonna say I'll copy because
We know you, Joby.
Yeah.
Anybody look at your Instagram, they know you look at it. Yeah, what you talking about? Yeah. Joby is the aggressive rap too. It's got to be in your face, talking shit to somebody. Yeah, what you talking about? Yeah.
Your face, but not like that. I'm not really ashamed of. I'm not really.
Only on Instagram, Joby, where you talk your shit and in real life you awkwardly shy.
On Instagram you gotta feed people the pressure they want to see sometime, apply the pressure sometime. And we also have people always just talking see if you're doing okay or if your life is doing messy. If you're messy, you gotta prove the life, prove it. I'm doing okay, baby. I'm doing okay. But Daniel says don't sleep on Outcasts. They predict.
Outkast was real. Yeah, they did. Outkast was real. They won the real group that was through all that stuff. They was actually talented. That's why the music still lasts. They were so talented. Big Boy and Andre 3000. They went against the genre. They was just straight talent. That's why they could last. They stopped. Andre just like Joby. He got public anxiety. He left all the music on the money on the table. He said he couldn't even scared to go out in front of people no more. He said I can't be around people no more. I got social anxiety.
Yeah, I do have social. I'm socially awkward. Trust me. I can even knock my feet. Confuse my walking style sometime. Like how do I walk? How do I walk again? Like I don't like it. Like, people always watching me. It's like it's all about me. I just don't like it personally. I feel like it's too much attention. Daddy says I also like the album song Aquaman. That is from Kendrick. I don't know. From who? I'm not sure, Danny. If you're asking me about the album, I'm the wrong person to ask, actually.
Well, Kendrick's mostly back. Well, Kendrick was bringing back good regular music. That's why he doesn't get a lot of airplay. He was bringing back like conscious rap. You remember, rap was about us being conscious, why we oppressed, and bringing back knowledge of Africa, who we are, our education, our history. There's a way to counter produce what the white man had lied to us about. So since we know we're musical people as African people, we were getting our knowledge and education and history through our rap, through our music. That's who we are. So they seen that. They seen how powerful it was. They took it over and turned it completely debaucherous. Well, you and this, dabba dabba dibba dish, hit the ball and do the die. Dabba dibba dibba dee. What the hell is this?
But Daddy also says, will people like Jay-Z, people like Jay-Z snitched out Ivory Gotti, Dem Dash, Saj Knight, and Jay Prince when they were trying to get their own distribution label to distribute.
They told them. You talking about when they told them? Yeah, because remember, we're not supposed to own anything. When they tried to own it, it was him and some other people, always these gatekeeper Negroes that you don't know about. Jay-Z. They told the white man so they get shut down.
Let me see. Damn. Let me see. I'm not sure. I don't like no. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest. The first time I saw Michael Jackson, I was scared, especially with that video where we coming from the.
You got it. When you gotta get the young Michael J. You can't get when his face is all fucked up. When Joey, self-hate's a real thing. Self-hate's a real thing.
No, I didn't see the younger Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson was now hitting in Africa, like trending, it was in these mainstream medias, you could just see these trending songs of him doing the breakdance and all that. And the one that used to pop up is that one that we have people coming from the ground, like, you know, from the graves and all. That was scary. I was like, nah. I didn't understand.
Oh, that was Thriller. That was a time about looking at scary movies, Joe. We said this is a Thriller. Remember, scary movies they call it Thriller. That's him saying about a scary movie. This is Thriller. Night.
Exactly. That's the name of the song.
You know how young Joey was? That Thriller scared her.
So demonic. This is so demonic. I gotta pray to I'm gonna watch none of this. I'm gonna dream. I was so scared I couldn't, man. I was like, no. I didn't mess with Michael Jackson's song personally. I was like,
no wrong with that. No wrong with like that. All they did was one damn song about Thriller. Everything else was just regular common stuff. Joey got rid of Michael Jackson because he did one song with dead people dancing. I get rid of his ass. He's talking about dead people.
Keep away from me. But Jason said that I was 8 years old. Okay, I was born 10 years later after that. I was born 10 years later after that. But Daniel says, I'm talking about our music from the 80s to the 90s, to the 2000s only.
You remember how good the music was? They destroyed it. The great love songs, the groups. We got no more female groups. We got no more Jodeci's and SWVs. No more Teals. No more groups no more. No more great singers no more. No more TLCs, no more SWVs, no more, none of that. No more Jodeci's, none of that. Because they don't want that. That's good vibration. They don't want none of that.
I also see Momo says it goes both ways. America, Pia, they have their twisted understanding of Africa. Not really all of them, some. Not really all of them. Well, and also we need to understand it's been miseducation both ways. That is how I came to understand.
Of course.
They are being miseducated about us. We've been miseducated about them.
Of course. Exactly. Just like all Africans are not poor with flies on their face and big stomachs. Starving and dirty. Joey. The fly. No. You see Joey sit right there, beautiful woman. She don't got flies on her face.
No, I'm good. But yeah, thank you for correcting me. Yes, it's Thriller. I can't even read your name for shit. But anyway, shout out to you. And Momo says ilikuwa Halloween theme of which Africa we don't understand it. Africa we don't understand a lot of shit, but we still do it. It's crazy. People still do it. You know, we see Halloween themes being one. People still practice it actually. That they'll apply the Thriller whatever on Halloween and so many crazy things.
Do. You think that dance was cool, Joey? That dance was cool. Do. Because this is Thriller night. And blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. They're like, oh, that's demonic, nigga. No.
I don't know if Momo you can relate, but we used to have the white people bring in this Bible. There used to be small Bibles now in like color blue, very small.
Yeah.
It was the New Testament Bible. So I used to sleep with it every night. And the moment I saw it, I slept with it under my pillow like, nah. There's no, I'm dreaming this. I just saw demons, you know. This day I'm going to see demons and just sleep okay with that. I need to pray or sleep with the Bible under me. Jesus is going to protect me. Man.
Then the joke too. See how deep that indoctrination is? Like he said, that's how deep it is in Africa.
It is deep, trust me. People sleep with their Bibles underneath their pillow because, you know, you like to cast the demons, you know, or beside their, you know, just beside the bed, you know, and wake up at night and read, you know, you just feel like you've added something important in your life. Like,
and the funny about it,
Bible.
It was a demon that gave him the damn. It was a demon that gave us that shit. When there's raping, killing, pillaging, committing genocide. There's a demon that gave us that shit. That's how crazy this is.
It's crazy. Shout out to you, Jabba. Nice to see you. I've missed you. I'm gonna be honest. I think I've not seen you since I don't know Thursday. Were you here Friday?
Jibba has been doing his thriller dance, Joby, in Pittsburgh. All right. He said, "This is Jibba, Jibba, Jabba. If I can say it, honey, no one else can ever try. Cause this is Jibba, Jabba, baby."
You can't to save your life for singing if you are captured. You know,
Joby, don't hate on a player.
I'm not hating. I'm no hater.
Don't hate Joby's unbecoming of a beautiful lady. Don't hate. Congratulations. Keith, I see you doing your thing, and I appreciate. All right, okay.
I don't want to be among the group of the people hating. Nah. No way. My daddy says I like how Michael Jackson currently displayed Kemeton culture with black people. Whatever, but I'm not a fan still.
You can't change Joby. Joby said, "This is Thriller." Oh, the demon. Jeez, he's got them demons. Joby's like, I got my Bible fucking around with this Michael Jackson nigga.
Songs. I think I just used to create narratives in my head. I think starting from the song "Who's That Girl," I was like, "That's an AIDS song."
AIDS song.
That's an AIDS song.
How does a song, Joby, got to do with AIDS?
Because they brought a film, like we used to pay five bob at school they used to bring these films to teach us about AIDS. So when they were setting up everything, and when we were watching that film, that song was playing. That one, and the next one. And I was like, nah, these songs, no. Every time I could hear these songs, I used to like be scared. I'm like, nah, I can't. It used to be disturbing. It used to disturb me. It's not okay. I'm not settled.
But you probably asked her, "Mom, is this about AIDS?" No, what you talking about, baby?
Second one says, hell, Joby is made as a maid. I don't know about that, but hey, yesterday, let me tell you, before we get to wind up, I tried doing a few laundry, just a few. Oh, like, I'm idle.
Watch out.
A few, and when I say a few, I mean 3 trousers of mine.
Probably messed them all up, didn't you?
3 trousers of mine, 3 tops, and some socks, because I didn't have like clean socks till I bought other ones. And I was like, man, I need to do something because I'm too idle. By the time I was done, my back was on fire, and I was like,
from three trousers, her back was on fire.
Oh my god, I really felt so bad for the cleaning lady. Being honest, I was like, I'm not gonna call this lady for. In the next coming month, I'm gonna get me a washing machine or something. What? Nah, that is so heavy. Nobody deserves to go through that. And
Jamani never felt bad. Jamani take our maid, take it to her house and clean all kind of shit, and then don't pay the lady.
That's money, man. Man, that being a maid, when I was done, I was like, I'm never touching any of my laundry. What? Even in high school, and I'm not bragging, I used to save, because I've told you guys my stories. I used to save my pocket money, and I'll pile up my clothes like a month, and then pay the mama fua. She'll come clean all of them at once. Like, because my stepmom used to set my clothes aside, like she'll never do my laundry. So I'm like, cool. And then when I used to call Mama Fua, she'd be like, what about us? I'm like, you just picked me over the last month. You didn't want to wash my clothes, and then you want me to pay for your shit? Are you crazy? Nah. So I was just like, it's been a thing for me. I've always had. See,
imagine Africa's not what you think about. See, Joby's got a maid. Don't even want to wash her own clothes. Her back was burning from washing 3 pans. Oh my God! Oh, not
No.
3 whole pair of pants.
And then, my house is big too, right? So I had to also clean the house. I was like, nah, I cleaned last week on Thursday, but like, let me just clean again. But let me clean again. Hey, by the time I was done, I'm like, nah. This is some slavery shit, what kids call it. Some slavery shit. I say that by the time I was up, I'm like, nah, this is some slavery shit for real. Like, how do you just say I'm used to this washing clothes and you just
as our African people used to be? We had no choice. And look at Joby all living at high life, got a big apartment.
And then I hampered myself. I remembered, hey, when I was a maid, and then there was a washing machine staring at me there.
They wouldn't let you use it.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me use it. I was like,
you too far removed from that life. I can't do that shit no more.
No, hell no. I'm gonna pay them up for now until I get a washing machine. Now you can rest your back, mama. I don't want you here. No. But it's crazy. And when I for a moment I paused and I was like, it's crazy in America, nobody knows that experience of bending and washing your clothes, with a washing machine, especially for the white people. And this is all coming from Africa. Do you know how sad that is? Like, we have people who have never, they don't even know what a struggle is. And Africa, all we know is for bending our backs on rivers somewhere on that. It's crazy.
Yeah, they've had washing machines in America for 100 years, Joe. 100 years.
It's so sad. When I came to discover even we have a dishwasher, how disappointed I was. I was like, we have a dishwasher. You have something that can wash dishes? Like, are you serious? It sounds crazy, but this is just the truth. Africa, we're so way far behind. That is just the truth, man. So much. We're way far behind. It is so sad, but with everything, if you deal with the kunocracy, if you deal with these industry plants, everything's gonna come back. Everything's gonna come back fine. We restore back the culture. Politics goes back to what really Africa is known for, having.
That culture's got to go back to us. We got to gatekeep the culture.
Yeah.
Drake, that's what we got to do. I don't care. Like, that's right. Cancel DJ Vlad punk ass and DJ Khaled and all these culture vultures. I'm with it. I love that. Everybody want to cancel that TikTok app, man. That TikTok app is some powerful shit.
It's just drizzling and my clothes are outside. It's drizzling and my clothes are outside. Can you imagine that? It's crazy. Big Cheese says, Joby like culture vultures like Chuck Norris and John Claude Van Damme. Shame on you, Joby. Man, Chuck Norris. You let me tell you, I'm not gonna hate on Chuck Norris for now because he made my childhood for real. Like, you have no idea, Big Cheese. That was just my childhood zone. Like, Van Damme and Chuck Norris. I don't even need no Barbie things. Give me Chuck Norris.
Joby was more of a tomboy. That's why Joby don't get along with girls that much. Joby was like a little boy. They had Chuck Norris and John Clive. And the girl's like, hey, what is this? What are we looking at, Joby? It's Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris.
And Jackie Chan. Give me Jackie
and
Chan.
Jackie Chan. Yeah, Jackie Chan.
Me and my cousins, oh my God, that's the thing that made us close to each other because and it was my male friend, my male cousins, because my
of course.
Cousins,
the girls didn't want to watch that shit. No.
They want to play hide and seek and shit. I'm like, nah, I got CDs. My mom bought me new CDs, so I'm gonna watch that. And I'm gonna yep.
I ain't gonna lie, Chuck Norris old ass looks good. That look like 85, 86. Sitting on a commercial. I said, damn, I gotta look that. I said, this old cracker look good as hell. Shit, he all in shape. Like, look at his old cracker head. He's getting his ass beat back in the day.
You can't dare act disappointed. What did you do for fun for your childhood? You can't even dare. act disappointed with
He
me.
didn't do nothing. He was running. He was running around England like he do now, looking crazy, Joby.
I was running
He
up
was running
and
around.
down. I ran up and down with cows. I was flipped by goats, goats knocked me over. My childhood was fun. I climbed on trees. I was caught, stealing fruits. It was awesome. Trust me, I enjoyed it. I really did. Apart from being beaten after being found on those mistakes, that was just the bad part. But the rest, I had fun. I really had fun.
Well, that's good. That's probably why you survive. Why you survive your child. If you have a good childhood, you can survive anything. Once you had fun in your childhood. See, that's why Michael Jackson was fucked up, because he didn't have no childhood. You miss your childhood, and destroys you as a person. You miss that big part of your life. Sure, you're supposed to play, have fun, do shit. Get into shit.
And watch wrestling, I used to watch wrestling when our TVs were still black and white, literally. Like I could try, when you
that's how back with Africans. Joby had black and white when black and white was already over for 30 years.
I was like, I don't know, +1, probably maybe 5 years, I'm not sure. So that could be in 2000.
In the 90s. Yeah, in the 2000s. They got rid of black and white TV, Joby, in the late 60s. 40 years ago, Joby.
Wire, trying to get the connection all right. You see rices, and you're like, where's when it's raining, it's not connected, it can't work,
You're not getting a good, you're not getting a good transmission because the rain's in the way.
I had so much fun. But I also see John Mosquito on YouTube. Karibu sana once again. Danny says, pull up Michael Jackson's videos. Remember time, Joby. You'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, as we get to wind up, I'll put a copyright disclaimer there. And Sankaran says, Joby better find a running stream. What do you mean? A running stream?
For your clothes. Running stream to wash your clothes.
Oh, yeah. No way. No. I'm not doing that. I have one at my place when you're going to my place, but I won't do that. Jabatawa says washing dishes is the worst. I hate washing dishes personally. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll do it. I'm not gonna mind. I'll do it. I'd rather wash the house than wash the dishes. I'd rather do your house, arrange your clothes, but not do dishes. But I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it.
I never mind washing dishes. I never mind washing this. Like when Joe, I be talking to Joe, Joe said, "You washing dishes? And you got a dishwasher?" Yeah, Joe, it's only me. I don't, there's only a few dishes, only me here. I don't mind washing the dishes.
And
I don't think I've turned that dishwasher on at least like 5 or 6 years, at least.
This one says I still listen to Arrested Development. Ziba says mine I love.
They was good.
Playing with Hot Wheels and riding dirt bikes. Man, that's why I keep on falling even with motorbikes, because my knees have gone through it all since childhood. I used to steal bikes, and then we used to have the heavy bikes, not now the sport bikes that we have today in Africa. The heavy bikes, heavy metal.
Yeah.
Now there's all, because you're young and you can't you can't reach the pedals. You put the legs in between the just the whatever, just in between the bikes. To reach the pedal. I used to fall so many times, destroy the bike, I'm beaten, repeat.
Destroy the bike, I'm beaten. I'm beaten.
Yeah, for me, I think I became a tougher one because I knew either way if I do something, they're gonna beat me. So I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Do it. That's right. I mean, that makes you stronger. That's right. I did shit like that. I knew I was gonna get an ass whipping. Fuck it. Yeah.
Even at school, you go for
some fun.
First, we used to be beaten either on our buttocks or our hands as ladies, or sometimes our legs. where you used to walk. It's painful. So I got to a point I used to just put my hand like this, 10K straight. I'm not feeling a pinch. So the teacher will just look at me like, yeah, because I'm already used to. You just wanna you wanna beat me. I'm gonna give you the hand. Just do it. We finish. We go. Tomorrow we repeat again. You made it a norm, and that's just the worst thing I think we've not learned as African people. The more you keep on beating me, I'm gonna do worse. It's not gonna make me better. You're just making the situation worse, especially when you're trying to correct a child. Jamsanken also says Joby Black Americans made all those inventions because we were tired of our backs aching. Yeah, shout out to you guys, Manze.
Yes, right.
We don't have
That's right. Because all our mom was back aching for white people washing their dirty drawers and shit.
Say Big Cheese says, damn, Black Hot Fire provides made for employees. Sign my black ice up. I know, that's right. Yeah, just in such. And then we're being called slave masters, I wonder, where you've been told to wash dishes. Nowhere. Don't clean no house.
I told you a long time ago they got him a maid, but for the student, but Shimani was taking the maid back home and making her work for free. I'm paying that lady.
Not really like that.
Okay, almost. Well, she pay her later, some shit.
Yeah, she would delay the pay when tell her not to talk to her boyfriend and shit. Crazy, man.
What? Don't come around a boyfriend. Shimani was jealous of the maid.
Crazy, but anyway.
Don't come around my boyfriend. I don't want my boyfriend putting his penis in the maid. Don't you do it.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. I wouldn't. Man, I mean, no disrespect to the maid, but maybe she cleans up nice. I don't think you got to worry about leaving that maid around nobody. Shit, she's safe.
Person. She's such a kind soul.
Yeah, she's sweet.
She's sweet. Unless you talk to her, you're asking her. She's gonna talk to me because we're used to each other. But
yeah, she's sweet as hell. But she ain't somebody I'm about to have sex with because she's sweet, though.
Money was just insecure. Cause she was just insecure.
But it's a good thing, when she come to work, she look like a maid. I'm not fucking the maid. Come on now. Hey, I got these underwear right here pretty clean, though. Here you go. Shit.
Anyway, family, we wrap it up there. It's been a nice show. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank
That's fine. Much love, family. I can't talk, guys. Shit, I did my 2 shows over the weekend. I might come back on tonight if I got time. Because I got nothing else to do in Houston right now till tomorrow morning. Weather's fucked up. Weather's messed up. This traffic is messed up. Here's how I feel. Let's see what happens. I'm not gonna promise nothing. I'm not gonna promise nothing because they'll get to talking their shit.
Have an amazing day, family. Do enjoy the rest part of your day. It's been an amazing day for us here, despite the lights being off. Do enjoy yourselves, and thank you so much to everyone who has been with us. Shout out to John Mosquito. Shout out to M Mumo. Nashukuru sana for being with us. Come back tomorrow. We shall be having more shows from morning till later tonight. Remember, for the Africa Today show, for those who are just here, I see so many people on YouTube. Actually, these are not from Twitter. So many people on YouTube. In case you're here and you've been losing us, rather, it's your first time, subscribe, download our app on the Google Play Store, sign in on our website, share amazing links on our socials, purchase merchandise with us on the Black Hot Fire Network apparel store, and stay connected. Yeah, and you can also join our WhatsApp. But for now, kindly ensure you have the app on your phone, which is very, very, very important. And share this amazing live with your family and friends. And remember, the Africa Today show is only on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Have an amazing day. Keith?
Yeah, I want to get the jam tomorrow, Joe. They get to do the culture show where they get to play all your favorite jams. You'll get to dance and do a thing. You guys know Eric dancing is just as bad as Katie's. I'm like, damn. She's off rhythm too. Shit, stop. You know you've seen it. They were trying to be nice. You've seen that rhythm.
Join me on the you know, let's some dances, you know.
Gonna say that. What's going? Like, John, and tomorrow you guys take Eric Town and them in the morning. They might be doing a epileptic thing.